I think we're just about ready to get into the game. So the teams are ready. I believe teams are in there so far. So we will get ready to tell them to get going. Of course, best of 5 for this first series of the night. Winners, of course,
Yeah.
would advance to the upper semis. The losers will go down to the lower bracket. Lower bracket round 1. Our semi-finals and finals, the lower bracket will all be next week, and then we'll have the upper finals on next week. So we'll have 4 teams left at the end of today, and next week we'll of course get those 4 down to 2 teams who go to play in LAN in Dublin on December 2nd. Make sure you are watching that day. It's going to be a great day. We have all 4 main esports for that. We'll have Valorant, Rocket League, CS2 and Counter-Strike 2 and obviously League of Legends all competing in Dublin in a fantastic little studio that you'll get more information about as the weeks come out. Not really getting more right now, but it is a lovely little venue, what I've been told by some staff. But everyone's joining in now for game number 1. Best of 5, of course, so it's first of 3 games. Does advance forward. Put in, of course, his last year in the collegiate seed. He did tell me that during the week. He said he wants to finish on a high. Of course, they may not be back for next semester, apparently, but they want to finish this one out as high as they can. But here's a good chance here. Eddie from Kai can't quite get it through, but MTU starting a little bit of pressure. Oh, good save of the line. He's trying to with the first goal. It is indeed. QUB puts it in. The captain putting MTU up with 12 seconds on the board.
Off the bat, yeah, no. MTU really is they're waiting for it. I think I like to think that I'm part of that. I saw Benny in the chat. They're saying hi to me. I think if I just keep rooting for MTU, they'll keep doing things like that. I mean, 12 seconds in, 1-0. It's a great start. And there's Benny knocking it up, giving his team time to really settle in off the bat. But QUB takes the shot. What a save by Fangos. Beautiful. Keo does knock it back mid though. Is there anybody there? Pudding does knock it up. Alpha up, knocks it ahead. Benny with the pre-jump from across the map. Tries to knock it mid. QUB knocks it up again, giving them both time to shoot. They're up to Fangles, and QUB's sending it all the way across the map.
Good early pressure here from MTU. First real foray into the second leader half for this Queen side, but they're so dangerous to get on the attack and in transition as well. Deadly. We've seen that a few times this season already. Absolutely lethal when they're able to get the ball forward. We saw that actually against Setu a few weeks ago in that game that was recorded and that I cast solo. That really annoyed me, but you know, Queen's doing their best here to find a way through right now, and well, here it comes Pudding out up and see, but he gets absolutely taken out of it by a nice play, and here come MTU again now with the power play. The shot coming on, good save though. Special demand fall down, but here's another shot on target. The dunk for Betty, and it's 2-0 MTU, firing on all cylinders so far for they.
100%. Yeah, no, this is a beautiful control off that double tap. You read that perfectly. I mean, I gotta say, Benny is I trust him. he's gonna do well. But they're got another kickoff, almost a chance there for Queens to get a goal, but QUB there knocking it up. Benny with the pre-jump to try to read a pinch off the ceiling. Double touch from Ben. Teamwork from these guys, the chemistry. I'm not actually sure how long they have played together. I can't imagine that there's no way that they started just now for this tournament. But their chemistry, they're reading each other perfectly, have beautiful communication. It's great.
I don't think they played the first semester last year. I think they might have played the second one. I didn't cast the second one last year, but I don't remember them being the first semester last year. So definitely maybe a year or so. It could be 4-0. It is going to be 4-0. No one home. And Keo gets everybody on the board. Now all 3 players are on the board. It's 4-0. This is not the start Queens wanted. And it might just be a case of see what we can do in this game and then go next.
It might be, yeah, but it always happens. It always happens. The first games can always need to be reset. But to be fair, there is still 3 minutes left on the clock. I mean, if sorry, like bit off today.
Yeah,
if MTU could score 4 in 2 minutes, then Queens could score the 4 back in the 3.
Yeah, technically that is the case. But the thing is, MTU being really the ones, hiding on the pressure, getting the opportunities. Here comes Queen's first attack. It's well defended the line, but surely going to clear it out with a good defensive stand. Oh, real one broken in the backfield, and that was by MTU. That could cost them massively later on. Big boos in the chat. You get a goal from it, but that is disgraceful, MTU. You should be banned for that.
That is. I myself am very disappointed. It's rule 1 for a reason. No matter what, you might lose the game, but you have to do it. So it's an original law of Rocket League, well, original free-to-play law, but Nonetheless, another kickoff here, going over to MTU. Benny taking control off the ceiling, going for a pinch, a double touch, going mid, gets the shot and the goal. I can't even explain what happened on that kickoff. There was just too many things. The MTU team they've got this game locked in.
Yeah, Queen's a bit of a mess defensively at the moment. Really, I think a bit rattled from how quickly those first 2 goals went in. Haven't really been able to set themselves into this series yet. I was going to say earlier on as well that if the RLCS pros can live up to a Rule 1, then I think everyone else can as well. Apart from that player, Kawes for Rule 1, who just didn't. Ironically, the one time I seen a Rule 1 broken RLCS was by a player from a team called Rule 1. So that's kind of very ironic. But Queens just have not settled it at all. You feel they need a goal before this game ends. That's a great effort, but it's just off the post. What a chance that was. Great shot, but here come Queens now. Applying the pressure. Opponent puts it in. It's 6-1. The Brazil is on.
That was beautiful. I mean, you gotta ask how much of that shot was actually on purpose. I don't understand if anybody can actually read that, but that was a beautiful shot off footing. Catching them off guard there. But we do have the other kickoff, like you said, Brazil, potential 2 minutes left. But if Fengels does get a goal here nope, it's sent off by Kuki. Alpha stopping it because he knows that MTU will score that in the air every time now. Knocking it up. Benny's there waiting, gets the control, turns around beautifully. But there they are, Kuki on the side, trying to get the attack, has boost, but he does lose the ball a bit. Benny waiting mid for the pass. Fengels stopping it, taking his time in the corner. And Benny reading it every time, but he does have 0 boost, so we'll see how it goes. Reading it, tries to knock it mid. You gotta say, MTU's defense here is really just stopping them from pushing up at all.
Yeah,
stopping QUB, sorry.
Yeah, they're harassing and haranguing them. They're giving them no time or space at all to get any passes away, any time at all to get some control on that ball. They're straight away in. They're using the physicality as well. Absolutely beautiful. Here's the flick attempt. It's a good save. Not good enough. Captain Puddin right in the straight of the net, but that's a good attempt again. Dangerous ball across net. Captain Puddin deals with it nicely, but MTU still very much on the attack, still in the ascendancy here, giving absolutely no liberty or no time or freedom. And they're looking for those bumps and demos on a regular basis at the moment, as MTU will keep the ball very much alive, keep the push happening here for their side. And the ball having to be cleared away to the side right now. And right now, Queens just want to have that little bit of momentum going to the next game. Maybe get the next goal, but not concede one before that. And they will maybe just say, look, we can score the last goal. We kept them silent for 2.5 minutes. We can get ourselves back in the series. You feel MTU get another goal, and they should get another goal here. The attempted fake comes true. I think he should have hit that first time. Then go for the fake. The goalkeeper was stranded in the middle of the net. Could have put that anywhere, put them a lot of trouble. But time ticking away here. Already signed sealed. There, Fangos will put her on the board, 6-2, and well, maybe this last 2.5 minutes could be the blueprint for Queen's fight back.
That's true. They might have just needed a bit of a warm up. It was the first match only. But 5 seconds on the clock. This game is going to MTU, but there are still potentially another 6 games in the series. So we'll see how it goes from here on out. And QUB just throwing the last one in to really show off that they're ready for the next one to prove themselves.
Or another kickoff goal for them as well. It's best of 5, so there's only 4 games potentially left.
Best of 5.
So MTU will be 2 away from victory. Queens will still, of course, be where they started at 3 away. But MTU dominated that first 2.5 minutes. Queens did not look at the races at all. Even in those second 2.5 minutes, still a lot of pressure for MTU. But Belfast seemed to have sorted out the defense a little bit. We're making those rotations a lot better than they were before, not giving any real opportunities for MTU to find a way through. And in this day, MTU weren't doing anything crazy, no amazing passing plays or good positional movements. It was just Queens fell apart at times in defense for them.
Yeah, that's literally it. I'd say it was just warm up because this should be one of the closest games, right in the series. I'd say it was just a bit of warm up, and then from here on out, we'll see QUB fighting back quite well. But there's a pass to the mid. Alpha does knock it over to the side and sending it up forward, stopping MTU from getting an early attack off. And the early 50, Kuki slight mistouch, but he does play it off. It goes mid for QUB, but Kyo does manage to knock it off. Benny on the wall with 0 boost once again. but the team plays the bumps. He can't do anything in the corner without the boost, sadly. Slight miss by Kuki does leave Keo by himself, but he does get a beautiful save to knock it off the side. Alpha knocks it mid, putting beautiful shot. Great team play by Queens. I gotta say that's a great start now for Queens. Maybe it will turn around.
It will indeed. They scored the last 4 goals, of course, but that's a beautiful pass. It's all about the pass. Alpha puts it right where only really Captain Put has a chance to get it. The defender chasing him really can't get there on time, and the defender ahead of him has to stay back to defend the shot. So, pitch perfect pass, and Alpha going free jumping from his own half to try and get that one. It's a good defensive clear by MTU ultimately, but they spent a lot of time so far in this game in their own half, haven't really had any chances. What a fake! And then the demo coming through as well. Pudding's not happy right now, clearly. He looks like he's on a mission for it. He
does indeed. The air roll in the sky, in the air there, pardon me, was he's going for this. Sorry, I love those little redirect shots. Just they always get me. They're the most satisfying ones to shoot by myself. That was a beautiful 50 from Alpha, getting one touch in the air, and then just staying right next to it, reading them. Alpha's got putting tries on the side. Benny's got it, knocking it mid. Alpha knocks it back over into the corner. Light mismatch off the ball, but Alpha does still get a touch over. Kuki tries to get it, pinch from Pudding back mid, and Benny does send it up. Fangles now has time with the ball. That's it, but both players miss, and Kuki is there to stop them from pushing in. Pudding going for it, but Benny does get the 50, knocks it over to the side. Alpha tries. That is both of QB's 2 of their members gone, but Fangles does get a nice 50 to give them time to make it back.
Yeah, it's good heads up Rocket League there. Knew he was isolated because 2 of his players were off the park. You know, the power play. Come on, shoot, that's a great save! Fell down on that one, used his wheels to drag it across the net. Beautiful play. And here's a chance now transition. The bump coming through. That's good defensive play from MTU. And both sides are showing the defensive capability. Both sides showing their physical prowess now. Queens not allowing MTU to harass or harangue them as much anymore. Use their own physicality, but MTU still getting the better of those physical exchanges, especially in the backfield of Queens. It's a great clear. They're all the way in the midfield, and it's going to give Pudding a chance here one-on-one. What can you do? Just needs to pass that one across, but it's a good enough defensive stand from MTU. Realizes closed the net down, didn't give him a shooting opportunity. And then when he went to put it off the wall, well deflected away. And here come Queens again, though, from midfield. Lovely passing play again. 2 players go for, though. It's a double commit and attack. Not the best thing to do, but you're already going to have pressure. Even if it goes wide, you're going to continue the pressure up. But putting one-man show in that midfield right now.
That was beautiful spending time there to really give his team both time to get back. A 50 right in front of the net. That was a beautiful save, though, from Benny. Kuki going, he's got the boost, he's got the ball, he gets it mid, then he's trying, but Pudding does get a beautiful jump there to stop it in. Kyo knocks it mid once again, but Fangles knocks it off to the side. Pudding knocks it mid by accident, and Benny does get the shot on, making it 1-1.
That's a beautiful shot as well from Benny. He realizes the defender is kind of stranded in net, so he just uses the bounce to take it over him. Puts it in. 1-1. Hit with a lot of power as well. 1-1 all of a sudden. Well, it was around about, 6 and a bit minutes since MTU had last scored. That's important. But look at this fake from Pudding. He can't get a shot. The shot's going to be in off the post. The net was gaping and he couldn't find the target. A big chance denied by Fangles himself on the opposition net, and the MTU can break. They've got a good chance here. Chasing in the defender, it's going to make it awkward, but the whiff is going to help Pudding to retake control of the midfield. But MTU not letting up yet, continuing the push here on the offensive side. That's a huge whiff. It's going to be off the post. Can he get the rebound? Can't get the dunk, and MTU survive again.
That was insane. Here we've got MTU off. Beautiful shot once again, but Pudding does get a goal line save, and he's still got control, trying to push in forward, knocks it mid. Kuki knocks it back up forward. Benny going for the pre-flip, missed by Keo, but it is off target. Kuki's there trying to give his team time to gain control back on the side. Keo knocks it up. Pudding, sorry, that's not Pudding. Alpha he's got control, knocks it mid. Benny knocks it back over to the side. Fangles going for the second touch off the wall. Over to his teammate. Keo does get control. He's got ball. He's got boost. He's going for the reset. Perfect control by Pudding to stop them from going in. Cookie does knock it back mid. Benny's up. Kio's back up. Tries to get it mid once again. Cookie with the shot. Blocked by Alpha. Benny going for another one. And that might be 1-1 overtime.
That's exactly what Queens wanted there. That push was sustained on the opposition half for them, so they would have loved to see that going overtime. Even with 15 seconds to go, I kind of tell Queens were hoping for an overtime. The duel comes through, but off the crossbar. Not quite home yet, and here's an opportunity to end, but there's no impact. The third man was pushed to the side in case the ball came out there, so he wasn't in center to send that one home, but Queens there on the break, but it's a good 50 in the midfield from MTU. They're going to keep the pressure applied here. Nice clear downfield, the long, just helping that ball along in midfield was Fangles. Very well done indeed. And Alpha now is waiting patiently. He'll fall back a little bit, allow his two teammates who are in a better position to make the defensive stand in the midfield, but nothing there. There's been another whiff and also the backboard. MTU, they're not pushing in. Lack of boost, perhaps, that was causing that. That's not a great clear, and Pudding will clean up. It all comes from MTU just being disjointed. The clear downfield, not the best clear off the backboard here either, and Pudding is there to punish it. And we've all tied up. Queen's a lot better in that game, and all of a sudden it's 1-1 in the series. It's a best of 3 now.
It is indeed. That was a great game, much closer. Very entertaining as well. I've got to say, both teams are definitely both warmed up now, and I'm just excited for what will happen again. At the end of the game, Pudding having 750 points. That's even with the 2 goals, that's a big increase from the rest of the lobby.
Yeah, Pudding here, you know, he wants to make, could perhaps be his last ever appearance in the Irish Esports Collegiate Series count, you know, get as far as he can. You know, he said to me there the other day that he'd love to make on. That'll be fantastic for him. That was something that would make him happy, and you know, you good end to his career. And that ball from Fangles from another kickoff. He got a few kickoff goals so far, but again, it's Captain Pudding who wins the first touch, and it's a massive win as well. Fangles just a little bouncer in. Doesn't need to put a lot of pace, I just need to make sure it's on target, and all of a sudden Queen's right back up in this series.
Yeah, they are indeed. Yeah, 5 seconds in, that was a beautiful shot off the kickoff. Cookie going for the ball, going for a pinch to knock it mid. Touch from Fangles does knock it, but Pudding does get the clear. It is now over in MTU's side with Queens trying to go for the shot, but Cookie does manage to get it off the side. Kio's got the ball. Does he have a boost? Not watching correctly. Cookie going for the shot off the double, but a goal line save by Pudding. Beautifully done. And straight back to put the pressure on, but he does knock it backboard. Fangles going for it, giving Alpha the time with the boost and the ball. He's gone past 2 of them, trying to get past the third, but Cookie does get a beautiful shot. Almost, but it is saved. Right there, it's so much happening all at once. It's hard to keep up, sorry.
Yeah, you really can't take your eyes off this series for even a second, because it's back and forth, end to end. There's not really much of a midfield battle happening. It's just constantly in transition, or one team on an offensive strike, looking for good looks on net, trying to get into the optimum position. Alpha there gets a bit stuck, can't quite control where his car is going, and that's going to cost the team a rotation, but luckily enough, they managed to clear their lines. That's a great solo effort. Had to be a good save from Alpha as well. Spangles will rotate back down the field. No MTU here will still probably be on the push. Has to be. He's gone very hard as third man there. I don't know if that'll be me, but it works out okay for the defense the other end. Queen's now scrambling, and Benny says, nah, you're not getting away with that one. And it all comes from a Fangles push that he really shouldn't have pushed for there.
I'd say so. That was the slight mistake will cost you a goal in these higher level lobbies, and Benny is there to just really lock it in, and that's great though. 1-1 off the kickoff again. Alpha does get a slight missed touch, but he still gets the second touch. He's got the ball, but Kio's there to stop him, take his time. He does manage to pass it out though to Fangles. It is up in the air. That is always dangerous in front of the goal, but Cookie does manage to knock it up off the field. Kio is ready. He misreads it slightly, but Benny is there to get the second touch, giving his team time to really try. That is almost open, but Pudding does manage to recover. Fangles gets the pre-flip. It is there, waiting. Benny knocks it over to the side. That's the demo on Pudding. It's the net is open, almost gets the pinch, hits the backboard. That was a close one, but Cookie is there to keep the pressure on. knocking it back over to the corner. Keo gets the touch. It goes mid. Benny's going for it. Shot 50 in front of the net. It's waiting, but Alpha does manage to bring it out to the side, get sent over to Pudding. Cookie knocking over. The in-air defense is insane from both teams. Another shot there. It's in front of the net again. Benny knocks it over to the side. There's so much going on.
Both teams getting such good looks on net, but it's such good defense as well, as you said there, especially the aerial defense of both teams has been absolutely stellar. And, if they defend like that against, teams like TUD and Setu, you give them a chance, and that's a great little 50 attempt. But now the defensive rotation, a little bit of trouble. It's going to allow Queens to keep on sliding. We're only 3 minutes gone in this game. It feels like we've been talking about it for 10 minutes, this game alone, never mind the series. It's been absolutely frantic and hectic, and every second feels like 10 with how intense the action has been. And that one could just be in. It's denied by Benny. It looked like it was just going to go straight in. Again, Queens there, both players who were kind of in the same position couldn't decide who was second or third man. If they sent somebody, probably looking, if not a goal, at least a good look on net that stretches the defense a little bit. That one just bobs up, and there's a chance there. Can he get it on target? Good save, though, from KO. Getting out of that nice one and doing so well so far. But so back and forth. Hard to tell who could win this. We got one overtime. We may see another one.
We do indeed. Keo here. He's trying to get it over the teams both times, but he does make a slight mistake. Pudding's got the ball. Knocks it over to the side, over to Cookie. He goes off the ceiling. Benny going for the beautiful shot.
Oh, my God!
Oh, my. What a shot. I'll have to rewatch this. I only switched it the second. Off the ceiling. Gets the redirect. What a beautiful shot from Benny. Really showing he's got the mechanics to really be here.
He saves the flip from the wall in the ceiling until the very last second. Use the flip to redirect the ball, and it goes in, and MTU have the lead here with 55 seconds to go, and they could get two, but I don't think that Cookie was expecting the fake. Well, I don't think it was a fake, I think it was a whiff, but he wasn't expecting it to come true, and here's a double tap opportunity. Can he get it home? No, just slightly over the crossbar onto the backboard, and well, MTU now just have to hold on to this lead, and the best place to hold on to the lead is in the opponent's half, or get a second goal just to secure the game. I do feel a third goal would secure this one for them and put them on series point and upper semi-finals point. I said in my prediction video there before we came on stream is that if MTU could win this game, they might go on a run. They could be the dark horses for this tournament. Of course, Setu are my favourites, but if MTU here, if they play like this against Setu, of course they will face the next round, assuming they get through. That one is floating in, but couldn't quite get home. 5 seconds left. Queens need to score, and they need to score now. Of course, infinite time, of course. Waterfall down, not quite. Will come up. The shot off. Is someone going to be there? He missed it! He missed it. I don't know who it was, but he had the chance to send it home, and he misread the ball. And MTU are one game away from victory.
What a game right there. I'm flabbergasted. There was so much going on at all times. The slight miss at the end. Benny's beautiful shot off the ceiling. I'd say if you see a shot like that in RLCS even, that's the crowd going wild. You'd rarely see something like that. The mechanics needed to keep control of the car, balance yourself perfectly, and remember to keep the flip, getting perfect touch. That was a great shot from Benny.
It really was an absolutely fantastic match. I love to see all the crowd in the Twitch chat. Hello, everyone. We know we don't always say hi to you, but you're going absolutely crazy. You should be, because it's a great series of Rocket League so far. It has been fantastic. It has been edgier, see, so apart from game one. And Queens, for the third game in a row, will get the first goal. This time it only takes 8 seconds.
It's true. The last one, I believe, was the last one? 5,
yeah.
5 seconds. Yep. That's... QB is managing to get the first goal from the games now, but there's another kickoff. Benny does get demoed. He was almost had the shot off, but Pudding does stop it. Alpha going for the shot off the side, but slight miss. Pudding back mid. Fangles is there, but it is stopped by Cookie. Over to the corner. Benny's waiting for it. Reads, gets the reset. He must be a freestyler at this point. But Pudding is there to knock it back over to the side. Cookie's got it off the wall, getting the touch. Flying away to give his team some time. Now Alpha's got it on the wall. Benny's reading it immediately. Pudding knocking it back over to the side. Fangles up in the air. Slight miss, but Pudding is there to get another touch. Knock it back mid. Cookie does dribble it in front of his net. A risky play, but it does manage to work out this time. And he's got the ball on the side. He's got no boost, but he is pushing in still. The goal is empty, but he doesn't have the angle. Cookie knocks it over to the side, but Fangles is there to knock it all the way back over to MTU.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but the difference since game 1 between these two teams has been the goal line stance. MTU in game 2, not quite as good at that as Queens were. Game 3, MTU were standing really tall, but here QUB 2-0. What a save! He comes out of nowhere, uses a pre-flip to get in the way of the shot and makes the save. And MTU hold on again, but it's all Queens right now. Even though MTU are on the push, Queens looking the more likely to score.
They are indeed. MTU is definitely pushing the advantage possession-wise and just pressure-wise, but Queens seems to be getting closer on every shot. There's another one right there, but it is slightly off to the side. Benny is trying to take control. He's got the ball. He knocks it over to the side. Gets the 50 up the wall. Cookie's going for the read. Alpha stops it. Keo's going with the corner hit off to the side. A classic, and Fangles does manage to save it, going for the beautiful redirect. But he does slightly miss it. Benny knocks it mid. Fangles with a 50 with Keo. Buff almost gets it. That's another potential chance right there, but Alpha is there to knock it off. Once again, he's got the ball, knocks it mid. Fangles knocks it back up as well, but there is nobody there to get it. Now we get a moment of settling, but then immediately attack once again.
There's no midfield battle in this game at all. It is just all-out attack from both teams, and then whoever's not attacking is on scramble defense, trying their best to hold on. What a game. And as someone has said, Crayon there in chat, this is nuts. You're absolutely correct. It's been one of the best series we've seen all this year. You know, in the interview I was asked, what was your favorite game this year? And I couldn't think of one really. This has already surpassed anything we've seen on stream, and it is in the playoffs. It's where it should be. The action should be the best in the playoffs. It's the 8 best teams fighting it out. And this is the thing, neither of these teams go out if they lose this, but they don't care. It's all about bragging rights. It's all about getting yourself to keep those 2 lives as long as you possibly can to give yourself the best chance of being not only in next week, but making it to Dublin, making it to the first ever Irish Collegiate LAN. That is the goal for all these teams right now as they fight hard. Queens still have the advantage, but of course last time it faded quickly enough, and then with 56 seconds left to go, they saw themselves behind. Right now, though, they have the lead, but MTU are on the push. They're on the prowl. They're looking for one good look at net to find themselves a level again in this game. It gives us the best chance, but here's a chance for Queens, and Fangles is not going to miss again. 2-0 with Master Chief time on the clock.
It is indeed 2-0, and if Queens does manage to win this game, that will bring us to a 2-2. Bring us to the 5th game, but we'll see if MTU can manage to score 2 goals in 117. Wouldn't be surprised. They did manage to get the pressure on quite quick last time. I gotta get back to the game now. Betty gets the shot off. Beautiful goal line save by Pudding, and Keo's there to knock it right back in mid, put the pressure back on. Now Alpha's got control of the ball, knocks it up. Pudding in the air, knocks it over. Slight miss from Keo, but here's Benny with the ball, with the boost. But Fangles does get an early challenge to stop him from getting control. Alpha, beautiful shot. Back into the goal. That's 52 seconds left. 3-0 to Queens. What do you think here, Marky?
It's all the Fangles there. He doesn't get the ball, but he does get the bump, and that clears the lane for Alpha. Just thought that one. That is going to be game number 5. We're going to see it. And that means that the only one of the 3 of our casters can be correct, and that's Ejam, and I hate saying that. Ejam predicted to be a 3-2 win for Queens, so he's the only one that can be correct now fully in his prediction. We can get half point depending on who wins, but Ejam could technically be taking the full point by getting the games and the result correct. When Queens is looking to pile on the misery now, to really put the pressure on MTU, to shift the momentum fully onto their side, because Rocket League is a momentum-based game. If you can grab control of momentum, especially going into a key game like a Game 5 or a Game 7, you have an advantage straight away. And right now, that advantage is entirely in Queen's side. Can they get another one? No, MTU clear their lines, but they're going to spend the last few seconds, it looks like, in defense. They are going to be struggling to get out. And as time ticks down, we will see our first Game 5 of the playoffs, our first deciding game of the playoffs in Champions Field in Qualcomm Centre. Is it going to be a fourth goal? Yes, it is! It's the second 0-second goal in this series for Queens. Game 1, now Game 4.
What a beautiful game. And nice shot from Alpha. Keo almost getting the save on the goal line, but just caught without boost. That is a Game 5 though. Like you said, first one of the series. Can't wait to see what's going on. This is like you said before, this is intense. I've never been in a position like this, and I can't take my eyes off the game.
It is absolutely intense. It is some of the most crazy stuff I have seen in Collegiate Rocket League in the time I've been casting. That's 2.5 years now. So mental stuff indeed. We're gonna go to Game 5. I think it's the first Game 5 on stream as well this year, if I'm correct, in the Irish Collegiate Esports Series, Irish Esports Collegiate Series this semester. So here we go, Game 5, 5 minutes potentially, maybe overtime to decide who goes to probably face Setu in the upper semi-final. Who's going down the round? What a push! He missed it! He missed it!
Almost gets it off the kickoff. Alpha is there though. Benny up in the air, tries to get the shot off, trying to go read the double, but it is slightly off. It is now over in MTU's corner. Keo has got control of the ball, knocks it back up. If he gets the boost, he'll have time to put some pressure on Rise, but Alpha does delay the touch. Going over, goes mid once again. Pudding's got the ball. He's got it almost over Benny. Fangles up, knocks it over to the left corner, but now Cookies slight miss. Almost. Benny's there to knock it mid. Nobody's there to take the shot though. Keo's got time, knocks it back, takes it to Cookie over to the side, and going for the 50. It's going in, but Keo does there. Wants another goal line save. So many of them in this series. A lot of the time it is not happening before there. There's Cookie off the backboard, knocking it up, trying to give his team some time to get boost and such, but they're there for the 50 once again.
I've still no idea how MTU missed that goal. It was harder to hit the post than it was to score, and they hit the post. I'm still in shock from that one, and that could be a deciding moment, but MTU almost find the back of the net there. The shot comes away, it fades, and that's going to give a chance for Queens to clear the lines, but it's a great 50 from KO, who keeps the ball very much applied. Kuki now attacking the net, trying to find some way through this stubborn Queens defense, but Queen clear their lines out to midfield for now, and they will be in transition. Good save there on the line again. MTU scrambling but finding a way, using their heart, using everything they have right now, giving it every single ounce of energy, commitment and skill they can muster to find a way, and this could be a goal. He just couldn't quite get there in time. Right out, boost the wrong time, and goal line save. Can Queens clear the line? Yes, they will. MTU almost find a way through.
Oh, that's twice that MTU does just barely miss the goal to put him ahead. That's almost halfway through this game. It is 0-0. Benny taking a shot once again, almost gets the 50 or the double tap off of Fangles' touch. Fangles does get a fake there, though, to put Keo away. Benny's got time here. He gets the touch on the ball, gets control, keeps it in the air, pushes it off to the side, gets the bump on Alpha. Keo gets the shot. Goal line. Goal from Keo. Almost getting the save though from Queens. That was beautiful. That is 1-0. 2 minutes 21 seconds left on the clock in Game 5.
Yeah, it's going in anyway, to be fair. Joe's almost got the save, almost stops it going in, but yes, MTU do finally have the lead. They've probably had their better looks on net in this game, so you can't say it's not deserved, but Queens have time. They have 2 minutes and 20 seconds to save their first life in this playoff bracket. Can they do it, or are MTU going to hold on? Queens now straight away on the ascendancy, looking for an attack. Good bump though will stop Fangles getting forward. That's a lead pass center. Captain Pudding though is going backwards, so he can't get to it, but he does win the race to the ball on the side in midfield. MTU though will try to clear the lines. Good bump, and that's going to allow the pressure to continue, but double commit in the backfield, but they still get the ball clear enough away that they can reset from that. Nobody attacking that, and well, Alpha just trying to cause a bit of havoc in rotation with a bit of a bump there way out in the kind of the outside the second third, Trying to find his way to Captain Pudding now. We'll look for a bump. Gets it as well. That's going to give a chance. Off the backboard. Who's there? It's an MTU player who will knock it to the side for now. But Captain Pudding trying to get this one straight down if he can do. Just unfortunate able to find a way through. Here's a chance though. Missing the ball. MTU just do enough. And the demo is coming through massively now from both teams. The power play for Queens are eradicated as quickly as they had it. The ball pops over, but there is a defender back for MTU as time starts ticking away here. 1:10 seconds left for Queens to find a way back into this one.
It is indeed, yeah. No, I spent the past 30 seconds just gasping every 5 of them. That was just so intense. A good attack from Queens, but MTU does manage to get the defense. Pudding gets the touch. It drops down in front of the net. Fango's going for the shot, but Benny does get it back off the backboard. He's trying to knock it away again, but Alpha gets it. Get the back bed cookie miss. They're awkward. Alpha gets the shot.
That's a huge mistake. That is such a huge mistake. That ball should be cleared. It's an absolute whiff off the backboard. The man in net not expecting it to happen. And Queens put it in, and with 43 seconds left to go, we might have to go all the way to Game 5 overtime to decide this one. But there's still time for one final twist in the tail, and it's almost there, but denied by Fangles, who will not allow MTU to get through yet.
It won't. That is 28 seconds left on the clock. 1-1. Game 5. Benny knocks it over.
That could be it!
2-1. What a game.
MTU find a way back into it. It's a beautiful little flick over. Benny just making absolutely sure of it with 24 seconds to go. It looked with 1:10 seconds to go like it would be an easy win. It looked like with 40 seconds ago, it would be an absolute whiff. If that ball's in, it's over, but it's not. They'll keep the pressure applied though, but here come Queens again. They've got one last chance to find a way back into this series. Can they do it? It has to be here. It has to be now. They've technically got infinite time, but the ball once hits the floor, that'll be an MTU. Will they score? The ball's up, but they have to go the full distance. Clear down. MTU just to put this one on the ground, and it's all over. Still up for now though. MTU trying to get this one down. It's still up somehow on the halfway line. We continue on. Queens looking to find a way, but the ball hits the ground. MTU get the first, not really shock, but they knocked the first higher seed out in this tournament. MTU are going to the upper semi-finals to face Setu, and what a series we've had to kick off our playoff bracket for them.
It was what a game. All the way to Game 5 in overtime as well, and such a close match. Only 2-1. Both teams just really showing it. MTU did have the first game really locked in, and QUB definitely did show that they warmed up though quite fast for the other games. It was this last one was so intense. My heart's still beating fast, even though I wasn't even playing.
Yeah, it felt like halfway through the first game, it was going to be a very, very easy win for MTU. It looked like it was going to be comfortable. Then Queens came roaring back at them, scoring 3 goals in that second half of the first game, winning Game 2 in overtime. Then MTU win Game 3, then Queens win Game 4, and MTU take it in a frantic final Game 5. Ultimately, you feel MTU's goal line defense helped them out a lot, and that was probably the key to their victory. But breathe, everybody. We're going to take a quick break. We'll come back most likely with the upper semi-final too. We're going to discuss that off screen quickly, but take a break, take a minute, grab some water, and we'll see you back in about 2 to 3 minutes.